I'm on week number 13. This is part 1, lecture number 2. And in this video, I'm going to go over the OED and what that is, how to get to it, how to cite it, and then a little discussion about what I call the magic button and the APA 7 change. So what the OED is, it's the Oxford English Dictionary. And it is the absolute best dictionary in the world, hands down, 100%. This is the one to use for the English language. It's an extremely expensive dictionary. It would be 20 volumes, very thick volumes of words. And this dictionary tries to contain all of the words in the English language, and every year it adds new words. It costs thousands of dollars for libraries to get the Oxford English Dictionary, which is called the OED for short. ODU Library has access to the OED. It has the OED online, and I'm going to show you how to get to it. I will tell you as a student that no matter what class you're taking, if you want to look up a dictionary definition as part of what you do for a paper, I'm going to recommend that you use the OED and that you not use dictionary.com or Webster or any online dictionary, that you go to the OED and that you cite those in your papers for other classes. I'm going to recommend that because it is the dictionary that professors use when they're doing their work. And you'll impress your professors by knowing this piece of information because they probably know about the Oxford English Dictionary. So the link to what it is actually takes you to a YouTube video that the Oxford English Dictionary people put out. And so I've told you what it is, and then you can watch this supplementary video on it, because it shows you how the dictionary works in this little video as well. So how do you get to it at ODU? All right, I'm going to show you how to do that now in the video that you're watching. So I'm going to go to the ODU library, and I'm going to click here, and I'm going to go to kind of like the usual place that we go, which is the search bar. You see, I actually look at this pretty often for the OED. So I'm going to type in Oxford English Dictionary and hit enter. And it comes up with a bunch of different things, and it's going to be the top one, the book. We're going to go for the digital version of the book. So to do that, I'm going to click here, and I'm going to end up having probably to log in and authenticate to see it. So I want to see the full text. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to sign in. I know I'm going to have to do that. And so I'm going through the same steps that you'll have to go through. So logging in, it's going to show up here in a second. And there it is. Okay, so I want to see it. So I'm going to click on view full text and look, oh, making me log in again. I was already logged in. Now here I am. Okay, now it finally put me in there. So you see it takes a lot of steps, right, to get to the dictionary. But once you're in there, there you go. So then you can look up a word that you want. You can actually see some of the things. Now, some of these are wrong, actually, that I have not looked up all these words in here. But let's say I looked up the word mandatory. I don't know. I was talking about mandatory attendance, so I'll try that word. Look at how absolutely incredibly detailed this is, but I have lots of stuff. It's amazing because it shows you in here. If you got to click around for a while, but the earliest recorded use of the word in the English language, and they do that for every single word. It's amazing. Anyway, enough on that. I'm going to start nerding out more because I think it's amazing. I hope you think it's amazing too, and start looking up words in there. It's fun if you do curse words. I'm just going to throw that out there for you. Okay, so how do you cite the OED? Okay, let's see. Let me go back to this page, the first page that shows up in the library, and I've got my little magic button here, right? And I click on it. Well, okay, what am I looking at here? It's APA, because I have that selected over here, but it's APA 6. Okay, so I'm going to grab it. I will tell you the difference now with APA 7 is that you just don't have to have the city anymore. Am I going to take off for it if you don't have it there? No, but if I catch it, I'll point it out and say, hey, just take the city off. You don't have to have it anymore. So you would copy and paste that right into your annotated bibliography. Pretty easy stuff, right? But that's your disclaimer about that magic button. So if you head on back over to the schedule, I did link to the APA 7 change on books, and it tells you now that it's just the publisher name. So you don't have to put that city. It used to be there, and now it is not. That's the end of part 1, lecture number 2 on the Oxford English Dictionary. If you're going to potentially use it as your third source, as your non-research article source for your paper. Thanks.